It begins in silence. Not the gentle, soft silence of a sleeping forest or a tranquil room, but the profound kind. A silence so vast, so deep, it feels like it has weight. A silence that presses against your chest, as if the world itself has forgotten how to breathe. Your eyes open. And at first, there is only light, cold, diffuse, silver blue light, as if the sun has grown pale and distant. You're lying on something smooth, cold, metallic. Around you, the room is half buried in dust and vines. Geometry that once must have been clean and purposeful is now fractured, twisted by time. The air tastes old, filtered through 1,000 years of abandonment. It smells faintly of rust and something else, something floral. Alien. You sit up slowly, naked and alone, your breath catching in your throat. No clothes. No phone. No tools. No familiar voice in your ear. Your body trembles slightly, not from cold, but from something older, primal confusion. Panic bubbles under your skin, but something in your brain, some ancient pattern of survival, keeps it contained. You don't know how you got here. You don't know where here is. But you do know one thing. This is not your time. Something about the air, the architecture, the eerie stillness, it all screams of a future far removed from the world you knew. Not just decades. Not just centuries. Millennia. 10,000 years. You feel it in your bones like a genetic memory. A yawning canyon of time separates you from the life you once lived. The world outside this forgotten room is not Earth as you remember it. Humanity, if it still exists, has moved on, or moved out. And now, it's just you. Alone. In a world no longer made for your kind. But not quite. This version is calm. Taller. Eyes like nebulae. Who are you, you ask? The other smiles. I am what you could become. What you were meant to be. Human. More than human. Less than God. Balanced. You reach out. So do they. Your hands meet. And in that moment, you become one. You open your eyes. You are back in the ruins. The city is gone. The forest whispers around you. The sky pulses with soft red. But you are different. You see more. You hear the earth breathing. You understand the patterns in the wind, the language in the rustling leaves, the binary code in birdsong. You touch a stone, and it glows. You are no longer a visitor. You are a participant. The future is not something to reach. It is something to build. With memory. With mystery. With meaning. And you, last of the old, first of the new, begin. You wander through a wasteland of glass and wind. Mountains shimmer in the distance, not from heat, but distortion. Time itself wavers here. Days pass in minutes, or minutes stretch into hours. The sky above isn't sky, it's an ocean of data, cascading in faint auroras. The remnants of cities lie embedded in the land like fossils. A wall of hexagonal obsidian pulses as you pass. It recognizes something in you. It opens. Inside, stillness. Rows of dormant machines. Human-shaped, but empty. Sentinels. You touch one. It flares with light and stands. It speaks without sound, you are the anomaly. The origin point. The possibility. You ask, what do you mean? The sentinel gestures. Behind it, a chamber activates. Holograms unfurl like silk. They show the earth through eons, green, gray, fire, ice. Species rising and falling. And then, you. You are a branch. A wild card. One we preserved as a test. You were frozen, and forgotten. Why? To see if you could become what we never could. You feel your pulse thunder in your ears. The earth hums. The sky swirls. You are not lost. You are chosen. The air inside the dome vibrates softly, humming with ancient energies that feel alive. You stand still, absorbing the weight of all you've seen. This place is more than a vault, it's a cradle of echoes, a testament to a species that transcended time itself. Suddenly, the voice returns, softer now, almost a whisper. Your journey has only begun. To truly survive, you must awaken the echoes within you. You feel a gentle pulse in your chest, as if something dormant inside stirs to life. Images flash, faces, places, inventions long lost to time. A river of memories floods your mind. You realize the echoes are fragments of those who came before, waiting to be heard, understood, and carried forward. But with knowledge comes choice. Do you cling to what humanity was, the fragile, flawed beings of flesh and bone? Or embrace what they became, beings of thought, light, and endless possibility? The forest outside shifts, as if sensing your resolve. The mechanical wolves wait patiently, their eyes shining with quiet encouragement. You step forward, ready to become the bridge between past and future. The echoes stir, and you awaken. As you push open the heavy door, vines crack and peel away. Dust flutters in the air, catching the sterile light. The hallway beyond is long and filled with silence so complete that even your bare footsteps sound intrusive. Ancient LED strips flicker uselessly along the ceiling, their glow fading into the deeper dark ahead. The place looks like it was once a facility. High-tech. Clean lines and chrome finishes now obscured by roots and sediment. The machines lining the walls have long gone dormant. Screens are shattered. Consoles display nothing but static, if anything at all. Words are etched into metal plaques, glyphs, maybe languages, that mean nothing to you now. Civilization collapsed, or ascended. But either way, it left this place behind. And it left you behind, too. You find the exit, an emergency hatch rusted open by centuries of rain and neglect. It leads to a high cliff face, and what you see steals the breath from your lungs. Earth has changed. The sky is deeper now, like an ocean overhead, dark indigo at the top, glowing lavender near the horizon. 3 moons drift above you. 3. One large and gray, another cracked with glowing veins, and a third smaller, almost translucent, trailing mist behind it like a ghost. The landscape below is not a city. It is not even wilderness as you knew it. It is something other. Bioluminescent trees stretch for miles, tall and spindly, their roots pulsing with a dull internal light. Rivers glow neon green in the distance, and the air is filled with strange floating motes, drifting lazily, like fireflies made of data. Giant spires of obsidian and quartz rise from the ground at odd angles, some defying gravity, floating just slightly above the earth. And there is no sign of human life. No cities. No cars. No satellites scratching trails across the sky. Just the quiet hum of a world no longer ruled by mankind. You are warm enough for now, but you are vulnerable. Exposed. A modern human flung into a future designed by neither your ancestors nor your gods. And here, everything is foreign. The plants are alien. Some twitch when you walk by. Some bloom open to reveal teeth. One unfolds a fan of translucent leaves that glows as you pass, as if it sees you. The creatures are worse. You see one from the cliff's edge, an insect-like thing the size of a wolf. It has 6 legs, 2 vertical eye stalks, and a carapace that flickers with warning stripes. It moves fast. Too fast. You crouch behind a rock, heart racing. If it sees you, you know instinctively, you won't survive the encounter. Not yet. Not like this. You are not the apex predator here. Not anymore. As you explore cautiously, barefoot and starving, your mind races. What happened to humans? Did we destroy ourselves? Did we evolve? Leave Earth? Transcend biology entirely? Here and there, you find signs, etchings in stone, rusted frames of structures shaped for bipedal beings. You find a strange statue, half eroded, but still recognizable as a human form, only taller. More elongated. The head is larger, and the eyes are oval and deep. Were these our descendants? Or something else entirely? You wake to the distant, rhythmic thump of something massive, far too large to be natural. It's not thunder. Not footsteps. Something deeper. Like a heartbeat, of the earth itself. You sit upright in the vine-wrapped skeleton of a crumbled building. The night passed, and you somehow survived. The sun is beginning to rise again, but it's not golden. It's pale blue, casting shimmering beams through the drifting mists. Plants awaken with it. Strange ones. Their petals unfold, revealing bioluminescent veins that flicker, pulse, then vanish again. You step out onto what must have once been a street. The ground feels soft, too soft. When you kneel, you realize the surface is alive. Roots, tendrils, and moss-like textures crawl beneath your hands. This isn't Earth as you knew it. Not anymore. But then, movement. Not from an animal. From something artificial. As the morning deepens, you begin to explore. The ruins around you stretch for miles, overgrown towers, domes wrapped in moss, and enormous hollow trees that seem engineered rather than grown. You find a massive doorway. Above it, symbols, not in any language you recognize, but strangely familiar. Glyphs carved in stone and polished to a mirror sheen. Some pulse faintly as you approach. Your fingertips hover near one, and without thinking, you touch it. Everything changes. A wave of warmth flows through your spine. You fall to your knees, eyes wide, as holographic light swirls before you. A memory embedded in the ruins. You see a face. Human, almost. High cheekbones, elongated pupils, tattoos that shimmer like circuits. She speaks, not with words, but with feelings. You don't hear the message. You understand it. We left this place, but we never truly left. We became something else. Something you can no longer see. If you're reading this, you're the last. Or the first. Choose wisely. The vision fades. Beyond the ruins lies a dense forest, unlike any you remember. Trees made of bark and chrome. Leaves that shift in color depending on your mood. You step beneath the canopy, and the light dims unnaturally fast. Then, a sound. Clicking. Clattering. You turn and see them, four-legged creatures, part bone, part machine, cloaked in what looks like synthetic fur. They move with the elegance of wolves but glow faintly in the dark. One steps closer. Its face is a polished shell reflecting your own distorted image. You kneel. It mirrors you. You breathe. It breathes. Then it turns and walks away, slowly, deliberately, as if beckoning you to follow. You do. It leads you to what seems like a mountain. But when you approach, you realize it's hollow, a vast, metallic dome partially submerged in earth and time. The wolf disappears into a crevice, and you slip inside after it. Inside, the mountain hums. Lights dance across its curved interior. The air smells sterile. Clean. Here, technology lives. Not in wires and screens, but in air, in sound, in presence. You speak. Hello. A voice answers. Genderless. Ageless. You are not of this time. You stumble back. Who are you? I am a remnant. An echo. This archive holds what the earth was, and what it has become. What happened to humans? They became the architects of extinction, and evolution. They transcended biology. You tremble. Am I alone? You are unique. But not alone. Others were left behind. Some chose to remain. Others never had the choice. A pause. Would you like to see what they left you? Panels in the wall shift and open. Inside, preserved like relics in a museum, are objects. A notebook. A child's toy. A cracked smartphone. A pair of spectacles. And a mirror. You stare at yourself. Filthy. Gaunt. Primitive. Yet. Behind your eyes, that spark of curiosity. The same spark that built fire. Invented language. Walked on the moon. The voice speaks again. To survive, you must remember not what they built, but why. You reach out to the mirror. And the walls begin to ripple. You are no longer in a vault. You are in space. Stars burn in impossible constellations. Planets drift, tethered by light instead of gravity. Structures the size of continents orbit distant suns. A view granted by the archive, a memory from the distant future. The voice narrates. When humanity evolved beyond flesh, they abandoned Earth, but not memory. You, stranger, are part of that memory. One preserved thread of what we once were. You are falling again. Back to Earth. Back to the ruins. Back to now. But your eyes are changed. You see the layers. The old. The new. The things that live between. The challenge is no longer survival. It's understanding. And choosing. To be the last of the old. Or the first of something new. When you awaken next, the sky has changed. Where there was once blue, now hangs a deep lavender. Stars shimmer even during daylight. The forest you left behind is no longer visible. You are somewhere else, though you do not remember walking here. Your memories blur like the edges of a dream. Before you stands a city. But not like any you've known. It stretches into the sky, impossibly high, with towers that bend and spiral like strands of DNA. Bridges of light connect structures across vast distances. Some seem to float. Others hover, humming quietly, stabilized by unknown forces. You walk into it, barefoot on translucent paths. The material beneath your feet feels warm, responsive, like memory foam mixed with living tissue. Every step is echoed not by sound, but by flashes of color beneath you. The city knows you are here. The city remembers. The echoes of thought. As you move deeper into the city, you begin to notice the presence. It is not physical. Not visible. But it watches. Whispers echo faintly, not in your ears, but in your mind. Thoughts not your own. Fragments of ideas. Laughter. Sorrow. Equations. Poetry. Faces you've never seen flash before your inner eye. Then a word. Welcome. The path ahead lights up in soft gold. You follow it. The golden path leads to a grand chamber, circular and vast, with a domed ceiling that pulses with shifting patterns of stars and memories. At the center stands a pillar, and within it, suspended in light, is a brain. Not organic. Not mechanical. Something in between. The voice returns. This is the mind archive. Every thought, dream, failure, and hope stored from the time before the end. You are drawn forward. Instinctively, your hand touches the glass. You are no longer standing. You are experiencing. You become a woman in a lab, creating artificial gravity with her hands. You are a child laughing on Mars as dust devils twirl. You are a man weeping as Earth is swallowed by floods. You. Not organic. Not mechanical. Something in between. The voice returns. This is the mind archive. Every thought, dream, failure, and hope stored from the time before the end. You are drawn forward. Instinctively, your hand touches the glass. You are no longer standing. You are experiencing. You become a woman in a lab, creating artificial gravity with her hands. You are a child laughing on Mars as dust devils twirl. You are a man weeping as Earth is swallowed by floods. You are a sentience floating in interstellar dark, humming a song from a species that forgot how to sing. You pull away, gasping. This city, the voice says, was built not of stone, but memory. And you are part of its final experiment. You blink. What experiment? The city shifts. And you fall again. The trial of becoming. You land in silence. Not a sound. Not even your own breath. Darkness, infinite. Then. Light. From within. You glow. Your skin, your blood, your bones, each emits a faint bioluminescent hue. The world around you responds, shaping itself to your presence. Columns rise from the dark, forming a labyrinth. The voice returns, distant. To survive the future, you must first survive yourself. You wander the maze. The walls pulse with visions. Your memories. Your fears. The truths you've hidden, and the lies you've believed. You face the image of someone you failed. You see yourself, aged and forgotten. You confront the choices that brought you here. Each step forward feels heavier, not in gravity, but in weight of memory. Finally, you reach a door. You open it. And step through. You emerge onto a platform floating above the world. The entire earth spreads beneath you, green, gold, radiant. Oceans glitter with nanolight. The atmosphere pulses like a living shield. Above, stars swirl like fireflies caught in a dream. Before you stands, you.